David lived in a small coastal town where the sea stretched endlessly. Every morning he walked along the beach, smiling at the sunrise. He wasn't rich, but he was happy. David always said, "God has given me everything I need." He believed that everything, good or bad, was part of a bigger plan. One day, David set off on a boat trip to a nearby island. He carried a small bag, not filled with personal things, but with money he had saved for years to buy a new home. But as he sailed, a sudden storm hit. The winds roared, waves crashed, and in the chaos, David's bag slipped from his hands and disappeared into the sea. Most people would have been heartbroken. But David? He simply smiled and whispered, "Thank you, God. I know you have a reason for this." His friends stared at him in shock. "Aren't you upset? You lost everything." David shook his head. "If it was meant for me, it will come back. I trust God's plan." Days and weeks pass. David continues his life, smiling and helping others. Though he missed the money, he refused to dwell on it. He kept believing, kept working, and remained thankful. Then one morning, as David walked along the beach, something shiny caught his eye. It was his bag. He picked it up. The bag was in perfect condition, and all the money was still inside. A fisherman nearby smiled. "I found your bag in my fishing net today. It must have traveled with the waves." David looked up at the sky, his eyes filled with gratitude. "Thank you, God, for your blessings." The fisherman asked, "Why weren't you upset when you lost it?" David laughed. "Because I trust that everything happens for a reason. Even loss can lead to something good." And so David's story became a legend in his village, not because of the money he lost and found, but because of his faith, the belief that no matter what happens, we are always in good hands. Faith isn't just about hoping for the best. It's about trusting that even in loss, something good is waiting for you around the corner.